along to the Old Goal Club. I'm Mikey Burrows, alongside me, Chris Iwelumo. We are back for a brand new season, and we're kicking off with perhaps the most recognisable face and name in Wolves history. I would say the GOAT, but he doesn't really know what that means already, as we've established on the podcast. You have to download that to find out exactly what we're talking about. Nobody has scored more goals in the Old Gold than Stephen George Bull. 13 years, 561 games, 306 goals, including 18 hat-tricks.
Yes, I missed more than I scored, to be fair.
You kind of missed more than you scored.
I did. I used to snatch at the ball early days because you think you snatch. When you get a bit older, calm down, place it, put it where you're going to put it. But yeah, it's a good record. And Chris was on about early on, and I can't see it being beat. I can't, because
no one's getting near it. People
just come, do 2 years, 3 years, and go out and go to a different club.
You said there that you used to snatch at it then, so why did you score so many goals? Because you must have put that work in the training ground as well.
Sure. Yeah. It's the same with my left foot. I couldn't, that's my standing leg, that is. If you take that away, I'll go like that.
Same.
I'm gone. But Graham Turner had some really, really good tactical sayings to say to me. All he said to me, he says, just swing it. Yeah, that was my coaching. That was it, swing it. But you wouldn't believe, I think I scored around about 100 goals with it. My left foot, you wouldn't believe. There's some of them were scuffers, some of them top corner, some bent one. I couldn't use it. You know what I mean? So it's scary.
How much of it was instinctive, and how much of it, like when you're in that position, when you're bearing in on goal, are you thinking, where am I going to place this? How am I going to strike it?
Yeah, usually you have, the less time you have to think, the better. The more time you've got, that's when you probably think, I've got a little bit more in the back. But like you say, with your return, even with your left, 100 plus goals.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But all I say, I just got one thing in my mind, and the goal, and Chris is probably the same. You know what I mean? So I look at Jimenez now, and when he first came to the club, I thought he's not quite the full package yet. I've seen him score some goals now with his back to goal, and I've gone, he's got it now. He's now an out striker, and he can score goals from anywhere. And I used to score most of my goals with the back to goal. Yeah. Ball come, turn quick, hit it quick, so the keeper can't even get set. Once the keeper gets set, he's got you, because you got to think about it then. When you don't think about it, he's got bang as hard as you can, low as you can.
Because I think it might have been Ali Robertson when he came on, and he talked about you in training early on, and them saying to you, when you're going kind of clean through, strike it at the keeper.
Yeah.
Because more often than not, it will go through him.
He's going to dive, it's going under his legs or under his arm, whatever. But like I said, I used to snatch early on, and I used to go that way and that way all over the place and whatever. Until you realise the goal's just there, and just forget the keeper's there. All you got to do is forget the keeper's there. Don't start doing this 25-yard top corners or bottom corners. Just hit it as hard and low as you can. The keeper won't stop it. And if he does stop it, somebody will follow it and get it.
Were you the same in training?
All the time. And you ask Mike Stell, his hands used to hurt him. So I used to hit the ball that hard. He was trying to stop it. His wrist was going like this all the time. He kept swearing at me, saying, "Bully, stop doing that. Will you stop doing it? Hitting hard as that."
Well, we've heard a lot, obviously, this week about goal scoring records. Harry Kane. Now, as yourself, can you just tell us how it felt if Wolves won a game and you hadn't scored? Not because I want people to kind of understand the kind of whole mindset of an out-and-out goal scorer who's obsessed. So when Wolves won a game, job done, ticked 3 points, but you hadn't scored. How did you feel?
Well, there's a typical one. We played Burnley in the Sherpa van in '88, and I think I scored in every cup tie to that game, to the final. I got to the game itself. I tried my hardest. I tried too hard to score, and I didn't score. And it was about a couple of hours after the game. I'm sitting there at the table, all the lads are cheering, having a pint and whatever. It took me about 3 points to say, "Steve, what are you doing? You've just won. Just go and enjoy it." Yeah. Because I was beating myself up because I didn't score and I wanted to score. And that was it.
But that makes a difference, doesn't it? Yeah. That's why the next game, you're back to business, scoring goals. And I think it's something that I think people don't really kind of lose sight of it. That it is about winning and putting points, but every player has an objective. They have a responsibility in the team. They have their own goals, their own targets that they want to reach. And you must have surpassed them. You must have not thought, I think we're talking as well, was it 19 goals in the 10-year period was your lowest return? Come on.
You'd be happy with that now, wouldn't you? You'd be happy with it now. Right, yeah. I weren't now. I wanted more, and like we said earlier, I could see it in that Cutrone. You know, I can see it in him. I think once he gets one, he'll go on a roll and get going, and he'll push him to the limit. I think once he gets into the side, but it's just one of them things. You know, what I mean, I just got the hunger and desire that I wanted to score goals, and that was it. And I didn't care about anybody else. I got me blinkers on. That goal's there. I'm going to score in it.
Okay, we've seen one this season with Liverpool and Mane and Salah, who Mane had that big blow up because they clearly feel that Salah's not passing to him as much as he's passing to him. You and Andy Much is a synonymous partnership throughout much that time when you are scoring week after week.
Yep.
Were you the same? If Andy Much runs through and doesn't pass to you, the next time you're going through and he's better placed, would you have passed or gone yourself?
No, I'd have gone myself. But it's the way you are, isn't it? You know, I mean, I think you look at the game now and you have a look at the players where they are, and if they are in a better place, you put it there, don't you? If it's not, if I'm in between that 18-yard box and I know that goal's and I've got a chance of shooting, I will shoot. And that was it, full stop. But with me and Muchie, we got on really well, to be fair. You know, I mean, it's, the only thing about me and Muchie is you wouldn't believe this because I'm from Tipton, right? He's from Liverpool, right? We knew on the pitch where he was, but we just couldn't understand a word we said to each other. I'm going, Muchie, get number 5. He's going, calm down, bully. But we knew on the field where it was like a piece of string. The gaffer was to say, piece of string, whatever he goes, you're 10 yards with him. 10 yards, one goes forward, one goes back.
So do you put that down to like Turner then, you know, knowing his players, his man management in training? Would it be like you two were always together? Because I know that throughout my career, there's certain relationships that you see that manager says, but they're always together, like rooming together or whatever it be. That you do have that kind of. It's a mental thing, subconscious, isn't it? That you just know each other because that relationship has prospered, hasn't it?
Yeah, but Muchie was like the number 9 here when I first came here. You know what I mean? And I looked up to him. I thought he's a good striker. He can score goals. He can. And we just got clicked. We just sort of kind of clicked. And like I say, in training, the gaffer used to go, you two, one near, one far, one near, one far, one short, one back, and that's all it was. And we had a great combination. We had. Was it 7 years, me and Muchie, something like that, together? I think it's something like that.
Well, when he went, there was obviously that little dip before kind of suddenly Don Goodman and Dave Kelly and a few others kind of came in. I don't know whether you feel took the burden off you somewhat to be the man who scored all the goals.
I don't think it took the burden off. I think it's getting used to another partner, and it's knowing what the other partner does. And me and Muchie had an understanding from day one. And like I say, Don come in, David Kelly come in, Ewan Roberts came in, then the end Keeney came in. You know, I mean, it's hard to get on with them to know what they want to do, whether they're going to pass the ball or not. And Keeney was a frustrating one. I only played 7 times with him, but he was a selfish little so-and-so, you know what I mean? He'd go down the wing 10 times, I'll go in the box 9 times, I won't go in the 10th, he'd put it in. I'm going, get the ball in the box, but you get used to players.
Is that, so this is something that I think about now, you see, a lot of people say competition is a good thing, but when you and Mucci had the returns like you did and the relationship that you did, other strikers coming in can disrupt that as well a little bit, isn't it? Yeah. Or do you think the more competition the better because you're going to make that place your own anyway? But it does, like you say, you have to build up relationships again when one isn't really broken, really.
No. I think me and Mucci was a cert week in, week out. You know, I mean, the gaffer knew if I was there, he was there. If he was there, I was there. And I love competition. I love competition because it makes me even more aggressive, more hungry to want to play and to get up there and score. So me, the more the merrier in my eyes. The same as at the club here. You know, I know we've got a small squad. I wish we got a bigger squad. I wish we got a player for every position that needs to be done to say, I'm behind you, I want that shirt. Yeah. I want that shirt. And it'll soon pick them up to say, that's it, bang, there you go.
But was there not an element for you, though, that you knew that shirt was always going to be yours because of what you'd already done? Like, there must have been a point when you get to at least like the mid-90s where you're like, I'm clearly first name on the team sheet.
No, nobody's a shirt of a shirt, are they? They're not. Yeah, you do your job.
Yeah, but you'd scored 200 odd goals by that point.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the same when Graham Taylor came in. I got injured. He didn't put me in his first choice when I come back fully fit. He waited until that other lad up front had not done the best. He chucked me back in the end, back to normal, resume work. So it's the same as being injured. You know what I mean? You have to live every day on a football pitch as though it's your last because you don't know whether you're going to get injured, cruciate, leg broke, or whatever. You don't, do you? Yeah. So you just give it your all every time you go out there.
And like Mikey says, I think you were captain as well through that period. Is that down to your choice of wanting being captain, being the leader, or was that you being the most experienced, having the goals that you've scored, that you've put the band on? How did that all come about?
I think it was the gaffer. I think it was the gaffer who said, like lead from the front. You know what I mean? But me as a front man, I'd rather lead from the back. Because the back, I mean, you start from the back and work your way up. I can't tell players at the back what they're doing because I'm doing up there. Yeah. Where the centre half and everybody else
sees everything.
You're there, you can see everything, you know what I mean? So I enjoyed it. It was a privilege to wear the captain's armband, but once it was off, it's like as though it's big ball come off your head. I'm concentrating on what I'm doing now. You know what I mean?
Well, you can't say that you you felt like you could tell the pressure with having the armband on with your goal return, surely. Was that an excuse? When was the 19? When was the 19 goals? Was that there in 94, wasn't it?
That's what it was, yeah. It was as well. Jesus Christ.
Because I want to go through some of these, because we were taking the mickey out of you earlier for starting slowly, because you only got 19 goals in the first season you were here. But then the following 2 seasons is what you are, I guess, most synonymous for. It's the 100 goals, 102, if we're being absolutely exact, in those 2 seasons, which was the first time since George Campsell of Middlesbrough in 1926-28 had achieved that feat. I mean, it's just, how do you even begin to think back on that period to know that? I think I worked it out. You scored in 23 of 44 league games that you played in.
Yeah. Scandalous.
It is, but it is unbelievable, though, isn't it? Because nobody's ever going to do that again.
No, but I know people are going to say, well, he's in the third division or the 4th division or whatever, but you still got to score goals, haven't you? And I say that about natural goal scorers. I don't care what division they're in. If they score goals, put them on the pitch. But now I just felt, put my boots on, I just felt every time to go out, I felt, I'm going to score today. And like you say, when I didn't, face on me, I'm out the way. But I know it's a big achievement, and I don't like being blown up in the air and doing whatever, because I did my job, I got paid well to do my job, so it's one of them. But to look back at what I've done, I do sometimes pinch myself and go, how can you score 102 goals in 113 games? You're going to get, that ain't right, is it? Tell me right.
No. You just said it there, right? You said a goal scorer is a goal scorer, right? So why didn't you leave the club to go to higher? Because you know that you're going to score goals. Yeah. So talk to us.
Because I love the people, I love the club, I love everything about Wolverhampton. I mean, it couldn't deter me back. I had 4 chances. I could have left. I know all the Villa fans are going to watch this and think, oh, Dougie Ellis could have come in for me, whatever. He didn't come in for me at all. Mr. Ellis didn't. And the 4 clubs that came in for me, unbelievable. The first one was Torino in Italy. Yeah. Unbelievable, just played. They came in for me after I come back from the World Cup in 1990. And I just went, I like me English breakfast, English food. I ain't good on that.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can get sausage and bacon in Italy.
If you can't get in tight in Shanghai, you ain't going to get there. But that was the first one. The second one, you won't believe, was Newcastle. Before Andy Cole went to Newcastle, he was second choice. I had the agent come, the agent come around my house in Norton Keynes in Cannock, and I just had my first boy there, and I thought, disruption, no. And then the third one after that was Coventry. Coventry was going to give me a 5-year deal. Big Ron, lovely man, absolutely top drawer. He was going to give me a 5-year deal, what Wolves are giving me in 3. And I'm going, why am I going to waste 2 years up there when I think Wolves are going to surpass him? And they did eventually. Yeah. And the last one I heard off Graham Taylor was Celtic. Celtic was the last one. And I thought, it's too wet up there for me.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No, it's too wet up there. So, I don't really know the reason why I didn't leave. Because I was happy. And I wasn't, I think, money orientated, if you know what I mean. Like you just want to go and play football, didn't you? As you say, coming from West Brom to there to Wolves, it weren't about the money, because I only like 125 quid a week or something like that. Yeah. We just wanted to play football, and I wanted to play for this club.
On the Coventry one, I don't know, you might be able to confirm whether this is true or not, that it kind of got to the stage where the bid was accepted, but you didn't turn up for the medical.
I didn't. Big Ron. He said to me, he says, give me a ring before 5 o'clock on this certain day. Make your decision, whatever. Look after you. It's a good club here. And they'll love you to bits up here. I went, okay, live with me. And something just flicked in my head. Something just flicks in your head. He goes, no, I don't want it. And I just didn't turn up for the meeting. I rang him up and said, sorry, Big Ron, I'm stopping. He went, okay, big fella. Thanks very much. Put the phone and that's it, done. So, I know.
But you only played, I think, was it one game then in your whole career was in the top flight?
Yeah. Where? At
West Brom.
West Brom. I played 5 games, and scored 3 goals. Yeah, and as you say, I scored 2 against Ipswich. Cooper was in goal at the time, and I thought I'd landed. And then straight after that, more or less, they sold me. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So you know that you can score goals like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like the opportunity came in. I think as a footballer, for myself, you always want to play at the highest level against the best with the best. Yeah. I know you were very comfortable and you were breaking records left, right and centre, and you stayed at a club and broke records and you're an absolute legend here. But you had the opportunity to go to a higher level, and again, test yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I understand the decision you made, and I think it's a decision a lot would make, because you've justified every reason, family reasons, food reasons, that you know that in time, with the potential that was there, that Wolves were going to surpass.
Will go.
So you've got reasons, but it's just like, is there a regret there that you never quite went and played and tore the top level to shreds, which I think you would have done anyway, and I know that you probably feel the same.
Yeah. A lot of people say that. Why didn't you want to go and play top level football? I went, but I did. I played for England. That's the toppest. That's how you can get. You know what I mean? And I just loved it here. You know what I mean? And I didn't have that desire to leave, to go to a higher club or whatever, because I knew myself. Yeah, it would have been about money, but what money's there to all evil? I just wanted to play football.
But you wanted to play at the top level with Wolves.
With Wolves, I wanted to go there, and I just failed that little bit, and that's one thing in the back of my head that say we didn't quite get there. Did you, Steve, up there? You know what I mean?
Can we talk about those two failures then? Because the playoff semi-finals,
yeah,
when we had David Kelly in, he was adamant, because we were saying, you know, in the days of VAR now, John McGinley gets sent off, and you're in pole position.
Yeah,
but he said no. He's kind of come to terms with it, come to peace with it. He's fine with it.
Yeah, but things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason in life, don't it? You know what I mean? Whether it's football orientated, whether it's work orientated, it's one of the things. But we played Bolton down here in the first leg, and I think it was Shilton was in goal, wasn't he? Was Shilton in goal that day when we played Bolton in the first playoff? I think it was. You know, Shilton was in goal, I think, and he was flying left, right, and centre, and we won that game 2-1. And I think Jamie Pollock scored their goal, top corner. And went to their place on a Tuesday night, cold Tuesday night, pelting down the rain. All our fans, no shelter, soaking wet, and it was the pitch where we'd love it, slide tackles, ball skidding, everything. I mean, look, go on, it's going to be a good game. We thought with John McGinley, that roll his sleeves up, that's it, bang. Well, we're playing the game, and John McGinley actually smacks David Kelly, and in our box, boom, knocks him down. Everybody saw it apart from the referee, and that was it. We thought, go on then. Okay, if they want to have a good go, that's it, okay. Next thing's happening, slide tackles left, right, and there's a massive tackle in the middle of the park. I think it's Sid Cowens, Gordon Cowens, who played for us, and Jamie Pollock again. Crunching tackle in the middle of the park. I thought, go on then, 22-man brawl. We're in there, and we're swinging away. We're like boom, 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 like this. And go, okay, no, it's at all. Smacking away. The ref comes over. He goes, what are you doing? What are you doing? We've got to play some football here. You've got to play football. Enjoy the game. And we're all fuming then. We're all fuming. And then we thought, John McGinn is having it. John McGinn is going to have it. If somebody's going to either push him or, I don't know, elbow him or something. Nothing happened. He had the last laugh, didn't he? They beat us 2-1. Was it 2-0 that night?
2-0.
2-0 that night. And that was one of the lowest points of my career. I thought, we ain't going to do it. We just ain't going to get over that last step. But it was a tough game. But as you say, if you look back in the years now, tables turn. Bolton have gone there. We've gone there. Yeah, I mean, it's just a heartache to start with.
Yeah, but it took like 20 years, 25 years to get back there.
I'm still talking about it now. That's what I'm saying. They did us. But it was one of them. It was a low time of our point.
Because at that point, with Graham Taylor as manager, Sir Jack was spending money. Had the team got promoted then, where might they have ended up? Well,
you never know, dear. You know, if it's whether Sir Jack would have actually put any more money into the club then, because he's the one who started off the revolution off to get us up there. And whether he'd have put any more money in, I don't know, because there's only so much money you can put in. Steve Morgan found that out. You can only put so much in. The Chinese now are totally different. They got billions, not millions, so they can play about with it a little bit more. You know,
well, they're restricted, aren't they? Financial fair play. It's a different world, I guess. But
who knows? I mean,
at the time, Sir Jack was outspending Premiership teams at the time.
He was, and he was a lovely man. To be fair, he was absolutely a lovely man. He's a good friend of mine as well. Absolutely superb. But he got the club going. Yeah. I mean, I got the club going on the field with the goal scoring, and he got the going with the construction of the stands.
Can I ask you then, what in your opinion was the reason that Wolves couldn't break into the top?
Oh my word! I think it might have been money. I think if you want to get into the top six, it's like now, you've got to go and good luck to the Hazards and people like that to spend big to get in the top six. You know, I mean, we're seventh. We were seventh last year, and I'm thinking, okay, what do we need to do? We need 5-6 quality, or not quality players, big players. Big money players to say, go on then, we are prepared to do this, to push it up further.
And you think even and back in your time, I'm saying what was the reason for not breaking? Because the money was getting spent, wasn't it? That right calibre of player.
To the extent, I think there was a limit. There was a limit. You know, I mean, I don't know if you spend $5 million it should have been 10, 15.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just the extent of it and the quality of the players that are coming in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
because that's important, isn't it? It's the temperament, the character of the players, just important as the quality that they have on the pitch. And I think that's something now, when any manager recruitment, when they look at bringing in a player, it's not just about, he's got that quality, he's got this. They've got to actually look at the character of the player coming in, because he's got to kind of, what's the word? Just with the group,
interact with the group,
hasn't he? So
yeah. It's like it now, though, isn't it? It's totally different now. Like you say, we had homegrown players when we played, most of them homegrown.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how he's actually keeping them together, because you've got like Mexican, Portuguese, French. You've got loads of different groups. I'm thinking, how does Nuno? He must have a special talent to keep these players on the same sheet, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why he prefers a small squad, because with so many different cultures and things, he has to. He has to make it's man management, isn't it? And keeping them. I think with a big squad, it's harder to keep everyone happy, because you've got all these players wanting to play. They want that shot.
Yeah.
And I think that's when I look at it and I think, Nuno, his man management skills is excellent. It needs a lot of luck along the way as well, because the overhaul of games and things,
injuries.
And I think last season, was the best record in the Premier League with injuries and suspensions and things as well. So
talking of injuries, towards the end, that started to play a big part for you, didn't it?
Yeah, your knees. Chris was on about early on. It's your knees are the main factors of football. That's like the pivotal joint that carries your whole body. And like I said, I shouldn't have been a professional footballer when I was 17, and I got through it for like 16 years. You know what I mean? So I was very lucky. Yeah, I had to come to the conclusion where I was in, I think was it Sweden, Austria, Sweden, somewhere where we Colin Lee, who was the manager at the time, and I'd just come back the summer, I had a clear out of my knee, and I thought I'll give it one more go. I got the pre-season under my belt. As I was over there, I just twisted the one time, crunch. Something went together. I went, stop it. I asked the physio, Barry Holmes at the time. I says, what do you think? He says, well, you've had it done now a few times. It's telling you. Your body's telling you to say, stop it. Yeah, I could have kidded everybody and probably played 3 or 4 games a season and kept taking money. I thought, no, stop it. You're going to hurt yourself and do some damage. So that was it.
Because I found it weird. You're only 34 when you start.
34, yeah.
Which in modern terms is not very old at all.
Yeah, but when you have to carry the team like I did. No, stop it. It was one of them, mate. Your body tells you when to give up and when not to give up. And I thought, that's it. I've done my bit now. I've got where I can. I've got as high as I can. And I thought, I'll retire on a good good level.
On what you're saying there, like, so you had that operation when you were 17. Was that something... Like, I never played without carrying a niggle or is that something you were always aware of then? Or I know, like, I had moments where, because I had 70% of the cartilage, I had 3 microfractures before the age of 23. Got told I'd only play till 27.
Okay.
My career never really kicked off, like, money wise and to that level until 28 onwards. But yourself, when you were out and played, was it always something like you were carrying little niggles, but you still got through it to do what you did?
All day long. Graham Turner and most of the managers wanted me out there because they know there's a goal there. And I used to like it when I've twisted my ankle, that strap the ankle up.
Yeah.
I put it in an ice bucket for 10 minutes, put my boot on, I'd do a few doggies across the 6-yard box, 18-yard, halfway line. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, when I come for the game, I took my thing off, my ankle's black, and it's gone warm.
People don't know this. People don't see this. They don't think. But it's like I think the first day of pre-season was the only day that I came in fresh, like, and it was then just managing and maintaining it. That's the life of most footballers, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. But you want to play, don't you?
You do.
You don't care whether they got a niggle or the only thing I think I would have probably not gone out there with is a tweak in your hamstring. That is the worst thing in hamstring, because once that goes, you know about it. And somebody's like going, doof,
8 to 12 weeks.
Isn't it? So that's the only thing I think with a dead leg or a bruise or a twist or whatever, you get out there and do it. You get out there and play. And I know people are going to watch and think, well, I mean, should you have played when you've had all that? And I always say, no, if I hadn't played, I'd have had probably another 12 months on my career. But I thought, no, I wanted to play, so it was off my own back. You know what I mean? So.
Because when you look, even in your final season, you scored 6 in 17 appearances, which is still like effectively 1 in 3. Hey, for a guy who had half his leg hanging off by the sounds of things,
I know.
And the other one you said you'd fall over on.
I know. But I was determined. You know, what I mean, I want to go down fighting. That's it. I mean, and
so is that the key to your entire character then? That you were told before you even had a career that if you had the operation, you wouldn't have one.
Wouldn't have one, yeah.
And then you were told at Albion you weren't good enough to play at that level.
But this is what I say to
So even after 306 goals and playing for England in a World Cup finals,
this is what I say to kids when I go to schools and talk to them or whatever. And I also say life's full of hurdles. You're on a horse, you hit one, you fall off, you get back on.
Yeah.
You hit one, you fall off, you get back on, and all of a sudden you got that straight, and you just keep going and going and going on the strand. And that's what I say to the kids these days, because kids get knocked back. Quite like you said early on, didn't you? Up here, they get knocked back. They get like this, and they think, I ain't going to have a career, I ain't going to do this. Try and get into the rest and say, listen, there's a line, there's a point at the end of that tunnel, and you can get to it.
Yeah, spot on.
So is there a part of you that finds it weird? Because we joke, like, I've known you for a long time now, and you are still remarkably humble, given the fact that you walk around this city anywhere and everyone knows who you are. And the fact that we are sat now in a stand that bears your name.
Yeah, you owe me £1 for that chair, by the way. And you do as well. And you do.
But is it weird?
It is so weird. It is. I don't get it. I've got to thank my mum and dad for that. Keep my feet down on the floor, you know what I mean? I mean, mum went 5 years ago, my dad's still going. All my dad said to me is like, keep your shoes clean and make sure you look tidy. And that's it. Look after your pennies and they'll look at you. They'll get your pounds. It's one of them. And I've always looked up to my mum and dad, and they are the ones who kept me, and it's still the way I am now. I've did my job. You did your job. You did your job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this stadium, was it 4 years after you retired? The stand got named after you.
It was Sir Jack. You won't believe Sir Jack, because we do Steve Bull events. We do events in the President's Club over there, and we did an event the one night, and I came into the reception, and the receptionist behind thinks, oh, Sir Jack wants a word. He's in his flat upstairs. I went, oh, what you want? What have I done? He said, be doing something I shouldn't be doing, something like it. Pick the phone. He goes, hello, Steve. I went, all right, Sir Jack, how you doing? He goes, hello. He says, I'm going to rename the Jordan stand to the Steve Bull stand. I went, you can't do that. He went, I can. I said, well, he can't. He said, well, but he hasn't earned it. He put money into the club. You've earned it. I went, oh, all right then, okay, I'll leave that, put the phone down. I thought, why did I put the phone down? What did I say? Does that come with a Range Rover as well, an house and a villa? You know what I mean? But he was a lovely man, mate, and he did the foreword for one of my books there, and he was absolutely top man. And when I drive past now, I'm thinking, that can't be right. My daughter just does like, goes like, Dad, I'm sick of seeing it.
Well, obviously, Sir Jack has a stand and a statue. Billy Wright has a stand and a statue. Stan Cullis has a stand and a statue. You see where I'm going with this?
Well, I'm still here. I'm all, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the stand's there.
No, leave it. That's enough now.
Have you not thought about what position you'd want to be in for your statue?
Yeah. No. Well, all of them. Billy there standing there. You got Sir Jack there with his thumbs. I don't know. Usually my pose is finger in the air like that. Or the airplane one, something like that. So, but I don't know. I don't even think about that.
Because the aeroplane one is the wicked one. Because when Raul Jimenez scores against Man United and he wheels away, to most fans it's the aeroplane celebration. To Wolves fans, he was doing the Steve Bull celebration.
Well, I did give him one of my DVDs. That's what it is, though. I did give him one of my DVDs the night before to have a look at. No,
that's inspiration.
Now he's top man. I think goal celebrations, we don't know what to do we? No, it's just instinct. And did you put your hand in the air? You don't know, do you? You don't know unless you know you're going to score the day before. Then you see all the lads doing all the moonwalking and everything and stuff like that. We was just like, it's one of them, isn't it? So I don't know how that came about or that came out. I don't know.
So you never planned?
No, and Jimenez is the same. He probably don't know what to do yet until he gets one in his head. He'll go boom there.
I'd love to have seen you doing an orchestrated dance in the corner, like
I'm
a river
surprised,
dance.
I'm surprised at the group of players as well that you never spoke about a celebration because it's like because you basically guaranteed goals, weren't you? So you and Mucci and that do some little because it would have been quite it would have been good for the fans.
We never even talked about it because we never even talked about it at all. We never said put your hand in the air, do this, shall we do this back to back or whatever? Nothing at all. It's like crazy now. It's like say.
I guess it's all that they know that everything's watched. The TV cameras are there, and it's whatever you're going to do. Everyone in the world's going to probably catch on to it and see it as well. So times have changed in that way, hasn't it?
I just love the idea of like you being the first one to do like the Elvis or something in the corner.
I can't dance.
I mean, admittedly, you had the same haircut for the entirety of your career, but you could have done something else celebrating.
Gone grey now. It's gone grey now. But I don't even know why I had the skinhead. I don't even know. Mind if you said me with a flicker in the hair, younger days. No. No. I had to get it off. No chance.
We will go through what we call the rundown on our podcast extra, which will be available to download from all the usual places. And we'll also talk a lot more about you going to the World Cup and everything that went on with England as well. Just to kind of finish on our main show, what is the proudest moment then from all the years, all the goals, all the games, all the promotions, all the near misses, everything that happened?
I like to say everything because I loved every single game I went out there and played. I wanted to play every single game. Everything was in there. Limelights are, you know what I mean, I think it was Newcastle on New Year's Day 1990. We scored 4. We'd had a few beers the night before. A few. I'll tell you about that later. You know what I mean, playing for England, you know what I mean, sorry, against Scotland and scoring on my debut.
I remember that as well.
As a third division player?
As a third division player then as well,
Brilliant.
yeah. But, you know, I mean, there's a certain highlights and I can go through them, like, I mean, meeting the Queen as well, getting an MBA off the Queen, going meeting her, I've got loads we can have a chat about.
Okay. He's not going to say exactly what.
No.
We'll get that on the podcast extra, which I say is available to download from all the usual places as ever. Big thanks to our new sponsors this year. This is the Old Goal Club, powered by Blythe Group. Make sure you download that podcast for even more from Stephen George Ball.